Hi, I want to give you a brief overview on nuclear power. So let's look at this illustration together, and this is a stock photo. You could easily Google this. Okay, we are going to have water come into our power plant, okay? Now notice the water is going to go near the control rod. The control rod is what contains the nuclear reaction and it also controls the nuclear reaction. It will move back and forth to absorb reactions to either slow it down or it will go small so it's not absorbing as many reactions and the reaction will go faster. Ultimately, what's happening is heat is being released and now it warms up the water. So you can see that we are going to get water warmed up. I go from cold water to warm water and that water is going to turn to steam. The steam is what goes into the turbine, turns the turbine. There's metal inside of that, wire inside of that, and as it spins, it creates both a magnetic current and an electrical current. And it's that electrical current that is what you and I would call electricity. And then that warm water can cool down and condense in the cooling water, or the cooling tower. Now, here is what I have found. And do you know what? I was also full of this misunderstanding. When I was young, I thought nuclear energy, that's so cool. It must be like the breaking and forming of atoms, and we harvest that energy and we transfer it somehow into electrical current. That's not it. Guess what? Nuclear power does exactly what coal power plants and gas power plants do, what hydroelectric power plants do. They heat up water. They heat up water. My dad worked for power companies for years and years, actually retired from a power company, and I get to go to the plant with him. And it was my dad being at the power plant that I fell in love with chemistry. But they would take coal where we lived, they would burn that coal, it would heat up water, the water turned to steam, the steam would turn the turbine that had the metal in it that would create an electrical current that would then be sent out for what you and I call electricity. Nuclear chemistry, nuclear power plants do the same thing. It's the heat, it's that energy that's released in the form of heat from the nuclear reaction that heats up the water, turns it to steam. So same principle. It's just how do we turn that water into steam? Is it heating coal? Is it burning natural? Is it burning the coal? Is it burning natural gas? Or is it a nuclear reaction? So nuclear power plants is just heating up water. That's all it does. So little piece of information that might be new information for you. Similar diagram. I could just burn coal here. I could burn natural gas. Everything else would be the same. Kind of interesting. All right, have a good day. If you have more questions on nuclear chemistry, check out my playlist on nuclear. Lean Think. Thank you. Bye.